What's up, people? My name is Detroit Miracle, and I'm coming to you from on the spot. Wow, do you feel how warm it is out here? And it sounds like we getting rain too. I would call that an early spring. Yeah, people. I know I'm wearing a jacket, but I don't really need it. The weather is just that terrific out here. Well, on to the topic. I want to talk about Jim Jones, the rap artist, who apparently went into a Gucci store and received bad treatment. So, this is Jim Jones' account of it. He said that he was in a Gucci VIP section of the store for an hour or two, and they made him wait and then gave him terrible service despite him planning on spending $29,000. And then he ran a false narrative by saying that black people are more racist than white people because they had sent a black salesman over to try to accommodate Jim Jones, but he didn't seem to be having that. He wanted his VIP special treatment. He was asking for things like sparkly water and amongst other things. And I'm like, hey, if you spending $29,000, then you have a right to get good treatment in a store, and not just Gucci, but any retail store for that matter. Well, apparently, Jim Jones sat in that store a couple of hours and waited until he would finally get seen by sales clerks and salesmen. But my question to Jim Jones is, why would you wait that long in a store if you were ignored and pushed back, and even people had walked by you without giving you any type of acknowledgement? Why sit there that long and wait? Hey, after 20 minutes, I'm going to go up to the front desk and say, look, I've been here 20 minutes, so can you send someone to help me? And then I would show the money that I'm about to spend. I'm like, look, I'm about to spend $29,000. So can you please send somebody over to help me quick? Look, I don't got all day. Now that's coming from me. That's the type of statement I would give personally, rather than sitting in a store an hour or two and then finally get up and complain about it. And then he made a video depicting the whole incident and said, hey, look, I was planning on spending this amount of money, but no one would come over and help me, and no one even brought me anything to drink, despite me being a VIP celebrity type of personality. Another thing I would answer that by saying is, I would answer it by quite simply saying, look, Jim, Gucci is a multi-billion-dollar store. It's a multi-billion-dollar brand. It sells multi-billions, which are generated from its various types of products. So do you think they care if you were going to spend $29,000? Jim, wake up. $29,000 don't mean nothing to the owners of Gucci, because there are people in there spending hundreds of thousands and even millions of dollars at a time. So do you think that, hey, I know 29,000 from somebody from the hood, that means a whole lot. Yeah, but there's been big time ballers that went in Foot Locker and spent $29,000 on occasions. They would say, lock up all the doors, close it down, and let everybody shop and get whatever they want. Yeah, Jim Jones. Nowadays, if you're not trying to spend $100,000 in those fancy retail stores such as Gucci and Louis Vuitton and etc., then they're not going to care. They do not care about your measly $29,000 or $30,000. Yeah. maybe that's where Jim Jones had it wrong. He assumed that that $29,000 was all the money in the world to be spent, so they should have gave him royal customary treatment and rolled out the red carpet for him. Maybe he had a misunderstanding. And Jim Jones should look up the net worth of the owners of Gucci and that entire company name brand. And then he would realize that the amount of money that he was planning on spending meant absolutely nothing to them. Yeah, it's a nice sale if you're going to spend that much, and the salespersons are going to make a nice commission. But like I said, people go in Gucci stores spending hundreds of thousands of dollars all the time. Hey, that's a norm. It's a main norm for the wealthy people of society. Hey, Jim, if you went into a lesser brand name store and spent that much money, you would probably get royal star treatment. They'd be like, wait a minute, we're going to cater completely to this Jim Jones guy because he's about to spend a whole lot of money, and we're going to eat well tonight off of the commission we're going to make on those sales. Yeah, Jim, that's how people feel about it. And Jim, stop running false narratives by saying that black people are more racist than white people, because that is not the case. Racism has much to do with the power structure and the governing bodies that control everything in which people abide under. And it pertains to that and involves that more so than somebody simply acting like an a-hole and giving you attitude. Just because that sales clerk might have had a bad attitude, that don't mean they were racist. Hey, race had nothing to do with it. There are people out there that you find it impossible to deal with, and there's people that you cannot tolerate easily. Jim, I watched your show, your reality show, for years, and you showed on occasions that you had a bad attitude too, and that you were intolerable, but that didn't necessarily make you racist or a bad person. So it's not right to push false narratives, and those such narratives become stereotypical labelings. Yeah. So man, chill out. Hey, next time you go in Gucci and wait and they don't come up to you within 20-25 minutes, just leave and go somewhere else and spend your money. Yeah, find another retail product brand that will appreciate your business. Duh. Well, folks, I'd appreciate it if you all would throw in those likes, comments, and up those subscriptions to me, Detroit Miracle, and peace out.